Just what's going through your mind when you see Crosby make a pass like he did to Russ on that goal?
Probably the same thing that goes through everybody else's mind. What a terrific play. You know, he's, in my tenure here as the coach, when some of our guys make those types of plays, you know, you sit behind the bench, we probably get one of the best seats in the house, and sometimes we marvel at what they do out there. I think that's an indication of their generational talent, and they do it an awful lot. So I think we're fortunate in Pittsburgh to have the privilege to watch these guys every night. They're exciting hockey players.
Mike, this is off topic, but I wanted to ask you about Patrick Alvin. There's a report you took the job in Vancouver. Without asking you to talk about that, can I ask you, what has he meant to this organization in your time here, and especially given what, you know, the uncertainty you guys went through last year between the general manager and the switches?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Just in general, what has Patrick Alvin meant to this organization?
I don't know what you're speaking of, but what I can, if you're asking me about Patrick Alvin, what I can tell you is that he's a really smart guy that has great insights into player assessment, player evaluation, understanding how to build a team. You know, he has a wealth of experience at a lot of the different levels, and I always enjoy the conversations and the interaction that I've had with Patrick and all the meetings that I've been in with him. He's a really smart guy. I have a lot of respect for Patrick.
Mark in the middle.
You guys have won 17 out of 19 now, Coach. That's rarefied air even for this franchise. What do you attribute that to? Because it's not like any one guy's taken over. It's, you know, it's about as, I don't want to say it's a nondescript 17 out of 19, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just think I think we have a competitive hockey team, and I believe we have good players and great leadership, and I think the expectations inside of our dressing room are extremely high, and so there's never a sense of satisfaction. There's always a hunger for more, and that starts with our core players. And so for me, I think if you ask me what I would attribute to, you know, the fact that we won that amount of games, that's where it starts for me. Is these guys have they're accomplished players, and they built such an impressive legacy to this point, but they're hungry for more, and they just have an appetite to win, and I think that's contagious in our locker room. And so there's an expectation when you put a Pittsburgh Penguins jersey on that everybody's in it to win, and I think it starts with those guys.
Josh?
Mike, I wanted to ask you about Brian Boyle. I don't know how many more goals he's going to score that look like that one tonight, but aside from all the things he brings to the table, he's on pace for 10 goals. Did you still think he had this kind of hockey in him with his island?
Well, we were certainly hopeful that he could bring the game that he's brought to this point. The fact that he's chipping in offensively, he has 5 goals to this point, is impressive. The goal he gets tonight is impressive. He has nice hands around the net. He's a good player at the net front. He has great hand-eye coordination. He gets his stick on a lot of pucks with deflections, and he's so big and strong that you can't move him in that area. And so, you know, I witnessed that when I coached him. What seems like, you know, a decade ago when I coached him with the Rangers. And so we were hopeful that he was going to bring the game that he's brought, as far as, you know, being hard to play against, helping us in the face-off circle, helping us on the penalty kill, you know, taking defensive zone starts. That's really the core competency that Brian brings to our team. That's the role that we've cast him in. And quite honestly, I don't put him in position sometimes to score a lot of goals. He doesn't get a lot of O-zone starts. He gets a lot of D-zone starts. And so we put him in difficult situations. And so the fact that he's scored 5 goals to this point, I think is impressive. It's a credit to him, and it's a credit to his line mates that they're able to take difficult situations and turn them into offensive opportunities.